What's good, y'all? I'm back with another video for y'all today. And I kind of just wanted to talk about why you should be focused on the craft and not the money. I would say, from speaking from my experience in the real estate space, my primary focus and my primary goal was to always play the people game. Meet as many as people as possible, have a meaningful impression, being able to get my face in front of their face so that they'll remember me, asking thought invoking questions so that they remember me. And also just having a great first impression, having high energy, being able to be genuinely interested in the other person, asking about their career and how they were able to get to where they are today. You'd be surprised, like a lot of the time these people actually want to tell other people their story and they really want to be a help to other people. Obviously with them already being in their career 5, 10, 20, 30 plus years, they kind of already have a grasp of what's good, what's bad, what are the ups, what are the downs, and kind of what comes with the roles and the responsibilities that come with being in a position of power. And with me understanding that, I made sure I networked like crazy. I made sure I was meeting people within the space. I knew I wanted to be in development, so I made sure I met general contractors, architects, made sure I met people that worked for the city, making sure that I was able to meet developers and so on and so forth. And the list just goes on and on, lenders, you name it. And me being able to build that contact list up is just very trivial for me. And not only being able to leverage those contacts, but also being able to use my contacts to help other people as well, putting them in position to be able to win and be able to put themselves in a position where they never thought they could possibly be in that circumstance at all. You know, a lot of these people that I come across maybe have high goals and ambitions, but maybe they're in a fucked up environment, or they have a lack of belief in themselves, or they have a lot of people downplaying them, and then they have a lack of trust and belief within themselves. So just really being able to give people an outlet for them to be able to kind of understand why they do what they do and what do they genuinely want to do deep down. And I kind of just went off a little bit of a spiel, but when it comes to the craft, just fall in love with the process and fall in love with the journey. You're gonna go through ups and downs. You're gonna win. You're gonna lose. You're gonna draw. It is what the fuck it is. But speaking from my experience, when I first started out real estate, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really like this shit for real. But I always knew that I wanted to help people and make a lot of money too, and real estate was just that avenue for me that I so chose. So with that being said, I just sucked it up. And then over time, I kept doing it and doing it. And then at some point, I just fell in love with doing it. And with me continuing to get better and striving and thriving and growing, like I just genuinely fell in love with the process because the money's just a byproduct. Money's just a byproduct of who you become and what skills you have. You know, at the end of the day, this entrepreneurship shit really just comes down to personal development. It's just a big game of personal development, and it's really who is willing to endure the pain the longest, who's going to come out more resilient, who is willing to forego the punches, the jabs, the hooks, the uppercuts for the longest. And whoever endures the longest is able to win in the long term, or maybe even in the short term. And just understanding that, like, just figure out what the fuck you want to do. Just figure out what the fuck you want to do and why you want to do it. Why do you want to do what you want to do? Is it because you want to make a bunch of money? Is it because you want to help a bunch of people? Is it because you just want to do something that's not normal? Is it in alignment with one of your passions that you have or one of your hobbies? Like, figure out what it is you generally want to do and then reverse engineer everything. Like, let's say you want a big ass house, you want a nice ass car, maybe you want 3 cars, you want to have a wife, kids, whatever the case may be. Now reverse engineer everything. Who do you need to become in order to have that life? What circumstances did you need to forego that you haven't, so that you can take one step closer to that person? Or what environments do you need to be in? Do you think that person would be eating McDonald's all day? Or do you think that person wouldn't be working out? Do you think that person will hang around low level people with low IQs and don't make a lot of money? No. The person that has all those things probably has a network of friends and people that he surrounds himself with that have some sort of value. They make 6, 7, 8, 9 figures. They're in environments where they're in positions of power, and they have environments where there's a lot of money moving and a lot of money going around. Like, you need to immerse yourself in those environments because You are a byproduct of your environment. And I'm sure you guys have heard the cliche saying of you are the sum of the 5 people you hang around. There's a reason why people say that repetitively and redundantly, is because it is a stated fact. If the only people you surround yourself are low-level people, they eat like shit, they're fat as hell, you're going to end up like them, because that is the standard that you hold yourself in, that you hold everyone else accountable to. Life is a reflection of your standards. If you have high standards, you have a high quality of life. If you have low standards, you have a low quality of life. If you're not going to be able to withhold your standard, then maybe you need to lower them, or you can become the person that can withhold the high standard. Now, obviously, it's going to come with trials and tribulation. It's going to be challenging, but imagine how you would feel once you are able to overcome those adversities, and how that translates in other avenues of your life, and how much better you be in those other avenues of your life. Don't make this shit so complicated. You can start with little things today. What I did when I first started out was I wasn't that disciplined. So what did I do? I made sure I did a set amount of push-ups every morning. I think I did maybe about 100 push-ups every day. And then that was not only making the commitment to myself, but also sticking to a regime each and every day. What is that going to translate to? Doing the things that I don't want to do and still getting the fuck up and doing them. That's going to, and me enduring the pain of doing push-ups is going to build my endurance in business. There's a reason why I do everything. I'm intentional about everything. The people I hang around, the amount of money I make and spend, the environments I place myself in, what else? Things I like to do in my free time. Everything has a meaning behind it. And if you have no meaning in life, you're just going to be drifting. You're going to do this, do that, do this, do that, and you're going to end up at square one. So stick to a path, stick to it no matter what the fuck happens, and just take the punches, roll the dice, and just keep moving forward. And you're going to look up 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 3 years, 4 years, and you're going to be like, damn, I'm glad I did that shit. Because now I'm reaping the reward of the shit that I did 4 or 5 years ago. You know, so it's just really a matter of picking one thing and going all in at it no matter what happens. Because you will win in the end. Trust me when I say that. You will win in the end. Just stick to a path. Focus on the craft. The money will follow. I promise you. Become so exceptional that you're just undeniable. Become so exceptional that you become undeniable. Become so exceptional that people know your name before you even meet them, which has happened in my situation as well. Be the person that people want to work with constantly, so you can either accept them or reject them. So you're in the position of power. And you just have a life of choice. You get to choose who you want to work with. You get to choose how much money you make. You get to choose who you want to be around. You get to choose if you want to make $5 million on this deal or $30 million on another deal. You get to choose. Being able to have options puts you in abundance. And when you're in abundance, you're not scared. You're not fearful of anything. You're just like, well, do I want to do this? Yes. Do I want to do it? No. Fuck it. I'm still straight. And when you have that position of power and you're in that position of leverage, can't nobody fuck with you, because you're not in here, somebody's not dangling a carrot in front of you saying you need to do X, Y, and Z in order to get X, Y, and Z. You know, just focus on the craft. The money will follow. Trust me when I fucking say that. As long as you work on your craft and become the best version of you, you will always win in the fucking end. Trust me when I say that. Just trust. I'm telling you, you will always win in the fucking end. Just stay in the game for long enough, because at the end of the day, nobody is going to endure the pain like you will. A lot of people that already gave up, and if they haven't gave up, they're about to. Just withstand the growing pains. It's going to be challenging, but just face that shit like a fucking G, and you will overcome it, and you will be glad that you endured the process. If y'all like this video, make sure y'all like, comment, and follow for more. And comment down in the description what other videos I should talk about. Thanks.